Pride Month, everybody. It's Romania Black, and I've been trying to think of what I could do this year for Pride that would be fun on my channel, and I decided that, hey, I've watched a lot of Yaoi, I've watched a lot of BL, we should rank them, but ranking them the traditional way seems like old-fashioned, cliche, outdated. We're far beyond that, so instead, we're gonna get a little creative this month, and I'm gonna be ranking them using B-dubs. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings earlier this afternoon, and I'll tell you my story here briefly, but we're going to be ranking the BL and Yaoi that I have watched based on the Buffalo Wild Wings sauces. So happy Pride Month, everybody. If you're new to my channel, you can go check it out. I have like 3,000 videos on anime, manga, donghua, donmai. There's something for everybody there. I hope you enjoy, but I have been a purveyor and fujoshi since I started this channel, and I have loved BL and Yaoi, and every year I try to find ways to help celebrate that, and usually during June because it's Pride Month, and why not? So what we're going to be doing today is I went to Buffalo Wild Wings. If you're not from the US, you may not know what that food chain is. It's mainly, like it says, wings. Is Buffalo Wild Wings my favorite wing store? No, but I chose it because one, it was convenient. It's about half an hour away from where I live. It's one of the only wing places half an hour from where I live that have lots of sauce varieties, which is what we're going to be ranking them on based on the sauces. And two, because it was also very convenient and accessible and not as expensive as some of the other places. So I went online and went to Reddit before I started this journey because I wanted to see if you could order all of the sauces. And when you try to do it on the mobile app, it only limits you to 4 sauces per order, which, side note, I feel like that's a crime. I get you don't want people trolling, but you should at least charge extra if they order extra sauces. Like, let people go crazy. It's in this economy, let them go crazy. So I found the secret because on Reddit, people were like, no, they're not going to let you do it. They're not going to let you get the extra sauces. Spoiler alert, they will. You just have to, 1, be polite, and 2, try not to act weird. So I went to the Buffalo Wild Wings. I tried to order on the mobile app. It didn't work. So I had to run some errands in town anyway. So when I got there, I stopped in and there was this very kind older woman that was at the register. And I said, hey, I tried to place an order on the app. Wouldn't let me do it. Can I order here? And she goes, sure, come over here. And then when we got over there, I said very politely, I said, hey, this order might be a little odd. She gave me a look as if to say, honey, I've heard strange things before. What have you got for me? So I decided to order 20 boneless wings because I feel like if I'm going to order every sauce, which is like 25 sauces on the menu, I need to have a pretty substantial order. And 20 boneless wings. Side note, controversial hot take, comment down below, are boneless wings wings or chicken nuggets? I'm almost in the camp of nuggets, but we're going to call them boneless wings today. But sound off down below your opinions. I feel like that's a heated debate. I feel like people get all up in arms when you say boneless wings. They're like, they're nuggets. And I'm like, I feel like you can all have a whole conversation based on that. But so I ordered the boneless wings, ordered some potato wedges because those are actually my favorite thing on their menu. The potato wedges are nice. And then I said, okay, I would like one of every sauce that you have, please. And she stopped and said, of every sauce? I said, yes, not the dry rubs. We're not doing dry rubs because those are homophobic. No. I was like, we're going to get saucy up in this. We're talking about Yaoi, we're talking about BL. We need the sauce. Dry rubs, that's a heterosexual nonsense. So I was like, no, we need the sauces. So she went and got her manager. He came over. He was super nice. And he rang everything up. They only charged, I think, 60 cents per sauce, which is a bit, but it's less than I thought it was going to be. And then I got my order and everything. The only time he stopped me, the manager never questioned anything. The woman never questioned anything. They never asked me what it was for. They didn't ask anything. They were just like, okay. The only time he stopped and paused was when, as he was inputting the sauces, he looks up and goes, you want the blazing too? Me, not knowing all of the sauces, I was like, yes. He goes, that's the hottest one we have. And he said it with such concern in his voice that I got a little intimidated by that. So as someone who's not really into spicy things, this may be foreshadowing. I was like, oh, no, I want it. And he goes, okay. And that's all he did. He gave the very, like, you asked for it, hun, and then inputted the rest of it in. So we're going to go through real quick and see like what all is included here so I can kind of show you all. They gave a giant package of just wet wipes, which I'm going to be using a fork because I'm not a monster. But these are important. Glad they gave a whole bunch. They're like, what are you doing? Uh-oh. I'm just opening this in front of you all. So here's all the sauces. They didn't label them. No! They were like, bitch, you don't get them labeled. I'm like, oh no. They're like, you ordered one of everything. So you're just, oh wait, no, I think they are labeled on the side. Okay, thank God. I was like, okay, that one just says hot. All right, so we're gonna go through these real quick and just double check all of our sauces to make sure how many we have. Oh my, so we have all of these sauces, and then we have the wings, and then we have the potato wedges. So, we're gonna be getting ready. I'm gonna sort out all of these sauces in proper order. I'm gonna be getting all of our Yaoi and BL that I have seen lined up, and then we are going to go from there, and you all get to watch me suffer as we rank these Yaoi and BL for Pride Month. So let's go. Okay, so I'm back. I've settled down. I have a plate of the wings and fries that we're going to be using for this. I also have all of my sauces categorized from least hot to spiciest I will regret life decisions. I have some lovely moist tellets here to kind of wipe my hands off. And I talked with my brother yesterday when I got home with all of the food, and he was like, so what are you going to do as your drink? And I'm like, well, I'm going to have some milk and some water. And he's like, do not use water, whatever you do. Do not use water for spice. Use milk. And I was like, okay. So I have a cup of oat milk here is what I usually drink. And for a different video that I'm going to be having on my channel in July, I had bought some whole milk. So I am stocked in case if things get too spicy. They probably are. So I've also categorized every BL that I have read or watched on my channel and those that I've read and watched off the channel into these categories that coordinate with the sauces. And I included some fun shows in there that are not technically BL, but you'll see, they might as well be. So if you're wanting to know the spice level of a series as you get into it, then have I got a deal for you. So we're going to start off with the most basic of all of the sauces. The one that kind of starts it all and is the most simple, and that is going to be the sweet barbecue. So the sweet barbecue one is, this is my go-to. My go-to is the gentlest sauce on the menu. This does not bode well. So this one is the sweet barbecue. And the way that I have all my chart listed of all my BL and everything listed up here, I labeled this one as there are hints of BL, little tinge of BL, barely BL. I separated this category out. It has the most in it. And these are either legit categorized as BL, but they're not really BL, or shows that are not technically BL, but have BL-ish elements in it. So with that being said, the ones that are listed up here, as you can see, the ones that are not like legitimately BL, Bleach, I'm looking at the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. There's a pairing that's kind of BL-ish in there. Sarune, Natsume's Book of Friends are all like not legit BL. Blue Giant, Orb on the Movements of the Earth, Lord of Mysteries. Buddy Daddies, I almost moved to a different category, but I kept Buddy Daddy in here because people are very adamant that Buddy Daddies is platonic, and I was like, fine, whatever. These series listed up here, they're not BL, but they have couples in them, either side characters or main characters, that you could argue have BL elements, right? And then we also have the legit series that I featured as BL or Yaoi or LGBTQ. I Want to Be a Wall is featuring more of like an asexual and a gay character. Jellyfish Diner, Merman in My Tub, Jingjai-san no Yome. Those series don't really have legit BL in them, but they are adjacent enough that I would categorize them as falling into the category. So our sweet barbecue, it's like as mild as you could possibly get it. It is the tamest of the tame. I actually had some of these wings yesterday for lunch, and I did use a bit of the sweet barbecue because I was like, I know what this one tastes like. I'm not worried about going ahead and having some of that. So that is the first category. Then we're going to move on to the teriyaki sauce, which is, I've gotten the teriyaki before. I had some yesterday. The teriyaki is described on Buffalo Wild. I guess I might as well talk about what Buffalo Wild Wings labels these sauces as. The sweet barbecue is called a traditional barbecue sauce. Satisfyingly sweet. That is pretty accurate. The teriyaki is described as terrifically tasty, savory, and full-bodied. So for this category, I decided to put in series that were BL enough to be tasty. Now, I'll be honest, none of these series are legit actually labeled as BL or yaoi, but if you've watched more than one episode of them, you're going to be like, come on, come on now. You might as well make it canon. So, series that are involved in this are Seraph of the End, the main characters of that series, Millionaire Detective, Balance Unlimited, The Case Study of Vanitas. Those 3 series, the main leads, I'm like, same with Link Click. It's like, come on. I would also say that Windbreaker and Arcane and Skate the Infinity, as well as To Be Hero X, they have characters within them that I'm like, oh, those are BL characters for sure. Or GL characters. We are going to talk about some GL because I didn't want to leave them out. Didn't want to leave the ladies out, especially To Be Hero X. There's like a Yuri like couple that I'm like, oh, absolutely. And then I included Jujutsu Kaisen because I don't care what anybody says. Those 2 characters, if you know, you know, they are together. Do not separate. So, yeah, I thought, and my dog is not going to let me do this in peace. He's going to have me throw his toy as I'm reacting to this because he is jealous and he's a corgi and he does not believe in me sharing the spotlight. So, whatever. But yeah, the teriyaki sauce, that one's pretty good. I'm going to get a little bit more extra on that one because that one is not bad at all. Ga Twang. We'll go with that one. But I want to get into some sauces that we have not been able to dive into. I did have a little bit of this one yesterday just to test it out, and I was pretty happy with it. Lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is bright lemon flavor with notes of black pepper and butter with butter. I labeled this one. This one doesn't have too many in the category. Got some on my hand already. I thought this was a category of BL that just has a little tad of tartness to it. Maybe a little bittersweetness. Maybe a little bit of angst maybe, but not too much, not enough to be crazy. So the series that I put on this one, there were 4 series that I included. Kase-san and Morning Glories is actually a girls' love series. It's a Yuri. It's really good. Lots of butter, but also a little bit of pepper involved. Queen and the Tailor, as well as Moonlit Winter are both a BL and a Yuri that kind of have some more somber notes to them, but are still pretty upbeat overall. And then It Can't Be Mutual Love is an old man yaoi. It's not overtly spicy, but it does have like a little tartness to it. So I thought it fit this category pretty well. So let's try this lemon pepper out and see. It looks really good, actually. If you like lemon, there's a lot of it in there. A lot of lemon. You would think lemon would be, more yaoi because of the lemon, but it's pretty low on the list. So we're going to be moving into the Parmesan garlic. The yield Parmesan garlic is still pretty mild. This one is described as rich and creamy Parmesan, roasted garlic, and Italian herbs. I listed this one as my description of the BL is baked in and you can taste it. So with this one, I'm like, are these series officially BL? Don't worry. After this category, we're going to get into the actual BL. This is the last one to have maybes, but I promise. This one, it's like, they are BL. At this point, I'm sorry. You're going to have to argue me full-heartedly in the comments down below, but they are full-on BL. I'm going to go with As One, which is a movie that I watched on my channel that is a Yuri, as I consider it. The Summer Hikaru Died, Run with the Wind, Trigun, 100 Meters, and Witch Hat Atelier. There are characters in all of those series, primarily the leads of those series, that I'm like, let's be honest, shall we? It's a BL. That's pretty good. I'm not usually one for creamy sauces. It is rich. I can't take the garlic and Parmesan. We're going to finish this one off and then dive into some legitimate BL. All right, now so far, those first 4 sauces were extremely mild. They were like hardly any spice. The Parmesan garlic, there was a little tinge, and I was like, oh, we have not even gotten anywhere in the spectrum, so this is a problem. But now we're going to take it up a notch, and we are going to go to honey barbecue, which I'm going to be real with you all. I'm going to be very, very real. This is the highest I've ever gone. The honey barbecue is the highest I've ever gone. I am concerned. So the honey barbecue I have had before, it is described as savor the flavor, a sweet, sassy sauce. So I consider these as sassy and flavorful BL. Basically, if you want to initiate yourself into the world of yaoi and BL, and you want to slowly ease yourself in, but you don't want any spice, you want to keep it cool, you don't want too much, these are the series that you should be watching. There is like there is not hardcore spice. It is just like romantic, cozy, but also like if there is a little bit more like heavier romance, it's pretty well censored. It's very classily done, let's say that. So included in this are all about my two dads, which I have read through my Kindle. I don't think I've ever talked about it on the channel, I don't think, but I have read it. It's good. It's super cute. Our Dining Table, Our Lovely Days, which is a Old Man Yaoi, Sasaki and Miyano, and Cherry Magic, of course. Love in the Palm of His Hand, which I've been reading on the channel as of late. And then the two series, This Boy Caught a Merman and This Boy is a Professional Wizard. Highly recommend. Super nice and not too spicy. They're just sweet and tangy. Flavorful is a good word. This is very savory. I like this one a lot. This one's got some savoriness to it. I appreciate that. Okay, so to be honest with you all, on Buffalo Wild Wings' website, they had an orange chicken sauce. I was not given an orange chicken sauce. I was not. The orange chicken was described as sweet citrus, tangy orange zest with soy and mild chili peppers. I did not get such things. Instead, what I got was a honey garlic sauce, which I would describe as, it's honey, so it's got to be a little bit sweet. And I would imagine with garlic, it'd have a little savor to it. So I don't know if they've replaced the orange chicken with the honey garlic. I don't know if that's just like a seasonal sauce. It has like little flakes in it, so it kind of looks like, I don't know, like a sweet and sour, but we're going to test it out. Now, the series that I put in this one were ones that I thought were, because it's got honey, but it's also got some savoriness to it. Tangy, sweet and sour, with some chilies in it. It's not spicy. It's got a lot of flavor, which will fit for the series that I put in this category. These are series that I would describe as having lots of fan service moments, but also have substance. So the movie Inuo, the movie Promare, those are both like have featured BL elements, but there's also like a full movie surrounding them. So it's not just those elements. Black Blood, that manga, that has a lot of elements plus the BL as well. And then I put Free Iwatobi Swim Club. This is like the last series that's not technically a BL, but it is. Free Iwatobi Swim Club, it's a polycule of a bunch of male swimmers. They're all living in queer platonic and BL relationships. They're all okay with their polyamorous get-togethers. It's a ton of fan service, but there is substance to it. I really like this one. This one this one is going to be probably with the rest of my lunch. I really like that one. We're going to save that one. So yeah. So that's, okay. We've gotten rid of any possible naysayers in the BL world. Now we are absolutely in the thick of the BL content, and we are getting to mild. That sauce looks like orange, but it says mild. I don't trust it. Mild, and we're gonna see. Ooh. Now for the mild, I said that these were classic BLs that have spice, but also have a lot of substance. The sauce on Buffalo Wild Wings' website is described as a classic wing sauce with high flavor and low heat. So, do these series have a little spice in them? Absolutely. Do they have a lot? Is it explicit? No, but there is spice. So if you want that, you're going to get it. But there's also a lot of flavor and substance to these series, and they are ones that I would highly recommend because you're going to get the yaoi content and the Yuri content that you want, but you're also going to get a good story, good characters, good plot, good themes, whatever. So the Play Falsettos definitely ascribes in this category. Bloom Into You, which is a Yuri. Check Please, which is an American series that I saw way before Heated Rivalry came out. Given, Banana Fish, and the series Fake. All of those classic series. I love them. They are some of my favorite yaoi, but if you're just trying to get into the genre, they are ones that I would recommend. I don't know why I just did a giant bite of that. Because it's got a little... I'm starting to get a little sweat on my forehead, and we're just in mild. I debated putting Banana Fish into a later category because of the themes and how kind of wild Banana Fish gets, but in terms of the yaoi content, I think it just still associates with mild. I'm taking my first sip with that. I'm concerned. Uh-oh. Okay. Now, we are entering into some territory here that is uncharted. So the next category, this sauce did not come with a label on the website. So buffalo sauce, the original buffalo, is included in this box. It is way down the line, but they also gave me buffalo ranch. Again, I don't know if this is a regional thing. Buffalo Wild Wings' site did not have a description for it. I would imagine it's like buffalo, but if you included the ranch in it, I imagine that's going to make it cooler because ranch is not spicy at all. So I put this category as definitely BL, but not as spicy as the series that are after it. So with that being said, the manga Void by Zoraya Ranmaru, which is probably the least risque of any of Zoraya's works. Don't Call Me Daddy, Old Fashioned Cupcake, The Yuri on a Sunbeam. Those manga I would all describe as being like they're BL or GL, but they're not necessarily spicy. And then I would say that some animated series like Alien Stage and Number 6, they have some elements in them that are definitely BL that we can talk about. And they're a little bit edgier, but not necessarily spicy. And then the manga Smile and Ten Dance. Now look, I'm only one volume into Ten Dance as I'm recording this, so Ten Dance may jump up quite a bit later on. But as of volume 1, definitely BL, but not as spicy. If that's the not spicy buffalo, I'm a little concerned for the buffalo to come. Because that's got a little heat to it. Oh, that's got a little heat to it. Uh-oh. We're still on yellow. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, yep. I'm just going to be using the milk as a palate cleanser at this point. All right. All right. We need to kick it up a notch. We need to get into some medium classic wing sauce. The medium. Why medium is high up on the list? It's definitely not in the center. Medium is the classic wing sauce. Perfectly balanced, comfortably hot is how it is described. That looks a little more than comfortably hot. So because it's medium, I labeled these as they are spicy and balanced. Now, I put Faraway Wanderer Word of Honor on this list. In Word of Honor, the show, is there any actual BL? Not really. But I would imagine that the book is, the content of what I can gather from it, I'm like, okay, I would consider this to be pretty balanced in terms of its BL. Restart After Growing Hungry and Coming Back Home, In Love's Key reprised, Strangers by the Sea, Umi Be No A Stranger, Coyote by Zoraya Ranmaru, No Love Zone. And then there's a series I've been reading through my Kindle called Black and White. They're pretty balanced. They're spicy, there are spice scenes, but it's not just overt smut. There is a story there as well. I am concerned. That's supposed to be medium. That's pretty hot. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. The color being as dark as it is makes me concerned, but that's not bad. It's like the BL in this category. It is pretty well put together. I don't mind that at all. We're going to go back through and pick our favorites as we rank the sauces when we get to the end there. But yeah. So next one, this one surprises me with as high as it is on the chart of spice, because from the description, I wouldn't think it's that bad. This one is called Spicy Garlic, which, let me find on there. The Spicy Garlic, okay, that one, the difference between Parmesan garlic, spicy garlic is quite a lot. Spicy garlic is described as a tasty good sauce, spicy and garlicky. I don't see a lot of garlic in that. I just see, this looks all just spice. Oh my. I'm glad they put the labels on these because I would not be able to tell these apart. Like, this looks exactly like the other one, so I would not be able to tell it apart. I'm glad they know. Okay, this one I put as spice with a twang, meaning that there was something that kind of set it apart from the other BL and made it unique. So Mask Danshi, Tightrope, like Two Peas in the Pod, Lynx, which is the anthology by Kizu, who created Given, Nights and Another Nights, which is the creator of Twittering Birds Never Fly, Hyperventilation, Midnight Rain. Those are all kind of like one-shot series or shorter series, so they kind of are set apart from the other BL. Still spicy. Still have some unique features to their storytelling. So if you like stories that are a little unique and different from your standard BL, I would definitely recommend them. Yes, No, or Maybe. Yes, No, or Maybe has like a twist at the end of it that I think gave it the twang that I'm talking about. Yarchirian Bitch Club. Y'all know why that one's got a twang and why that one's in here. And then I've not talked about this category. It's really the only Omegaverse series that I've really gotten into, and it's been off channel, but Megumi and Tsugumi, it started out as a free story that was online. I was like, I'm going to read this. And I really kind of like it. It's basically Omegaverse. So if you're not familiar with that, there's like alpha, omegas, everything. But these two guys that are in school, I think they're out of high school. I think they're either in high school or college, but they kind of get together. There's like the tropes of like the one parent doesn't approve of the other guy and all this, but it's for different reasons than you think it would be. There is spice, but it doesn't just feel like, it never feels like straight up smut just to be smut. It's basically like if you are familiar with Omegaverse, there are reasons why the smut has to happen, but these two characters form a genuine connection and there's communication between them. One is like super tsundere, gruff. The other guy is like basically if like Yagami was a nice person. It's kind of interesting, but I really have kind of fallen in love with their characters, and I've read 3 volumes of it now, and I do enjoy it. It's a fun little like just like beach read if you want it. But yeah, so spicy garlic. Let's see if this lives up to those BL. It feels more buffalo than garlic. The Parmesan garlic, if you were expecting that to be spicier, this does not taste like the Parmesan garlic. It's okay. It's all right. I wouldn't describe it as the most amazing thing ever, but it's all right. I am starting to sweat a little bit. And now we're going to crank it up to get to the hotter categories, which is what I've been nervous of this entire time. I'm a little bit concerned. So the Nashville Hot, this regional hot sauce. Oh God, the Nashville Hot I'm worried about. I'm really worried about this one. Nashville Hot, regional hot sauce with cayenne pepper and brown sugar. Now, the Nashville Hot, I am not super near Nashville, but I've been to Nashville quite a bit. I've heard everybody down south, it's like everything is Nashville Hot, pizza, chicken, it's like it's become a phenomenon. This sauce looks a little bit darker. Ooh, that looks like it's got a lot of pepper in it. Oh, buddy, I need another sip of milk for that. We're gonna go with whole milk this time. God, I haven't had whole milk in forever. Ugh. Okay. So I chose 2 series to kind of go with this because I was like, what are series that have spice, like the cayenne pepper, but the brown sugar makes them just sweet and you just want to keep coming back for more. And for me personally, that is definitely Daokyusei and Heaven Official's Blessing. Those 2 series are 2 of my favorite BL. Absolute bangers, 100%, like you need to be reading them. They are longer series, like Daokyusei takes up that shelf there, and Heaven Official's Blessing, there's like multiple volumes, but you need to sit down and you need to read them because they are worth it. If you're watching this to get BL recommendations, you need to be reading Heaven Official's Blessing and the Daokyusei series. You need to be doing that. Now, I am concerned with how this is, so... Oh! Okay, work. Okay. This is actually not bad. Great choice for Daokyusei to Heaven Official's Blessing. It is warm. There is a warmth to it, but it is not like the previous one with the spicy. The spicy garlic had that like buffalo twang to it that made the heat kind of accentuate. The heat settles and it's slow. I probably shouldn't keep dipping. But the brown sugar kind of balances it a little bit where it's not overwhelming and it just slowly like it is settling in my mouth. Like the cayenne pepper is settling. I'm going to just stop that. Otherwise I'm going to be like, whoo! Otherwise it's going to come in. But I like that a lot. Then of the hotter sauces, the Nashville Hot's my favorite. I'm also addicted to sugar, so the brown sugar element probably helps. But okay. All right, that one, perfect. I'm glad I chose that for Daokyusei and Heaven Official's Blessing because that is right on there. Okay, this is just Romania's excuse to try all the Buffalo Wild Wings sauces. I am not sponsored by them, for the record. They would probably not like me to be sponsored. All right, now, I had the most fun with this category because this one is called Caribbean Jerk. It's called Caribbean Jerk, and it's referring to jerk chicken, which is a Caribbean delicacy. But it is described on Buffalo Wild Wings' site as an excellently exotic sauce, red peppers you love, and island spices. So, Now, the series that I chose for this one, I chose Hunter x Hunter, and you may be saying, Romania, you said there weren't any other series that didn't have BL on here past For You, Toby Swim Club. Well, Hunter x Hunter has a pairing in it that is most certainly BL, and they're into some weird kinky stuff, so this seemed appropriate. And then Zaraya Ranmaru's Birds of Shangri-La felt very exotic, islandy, felt like it fit this wide, and then Dick Fight Island. Dick Fight Island is indeed the red peppers that you love, and island spices with an excellently exotic sauce. Oh, that smells spicy. That looks spicy. That's got pepper in it. Okay, we're gonna dip ourselves into this and see what the Caribbean jerk is. Much like the birds of Shangri-La, the relationship of Hunter x Hunter, and Dick Fight Island, these are acquired tastes. These are acquired tastes. I'm not mad at it. You can taste the pepper. There's almost like a tomato kind of there's like a tomato kind of feel to it, but I taste the pepper more than anything. Of the island spices, the pepper is the most pronounced. I don't know. That one I probably wouldn't go back to. Although I feel like with Birds of Shangri-La, that doesn't really work, because I would go back to Birds of Shangri-La and that relationship in Hunter x Hunter every single day. Dick Fight Island, I read once and I was like, okay, we're good. Now, we are down to, which sauces? We got 1, 2, we're not even down to the top 5. This is problematic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 9 sauces left. This is crazy. Okay. The next one that we've got is the Jammin' Jalapeno. Jammin' Jalapeno, y'all. Now, this one I only chose 2. And because Buffalo Wild Wings describes it as jalapeno sauce with hints of tequila and lime. So because it has tequila and lime, I picked 2 series to represent this category. One is Yuri on Ice. Not for the reasons that you would think it would be, mainly because Yuri gets drunk. When he asks Victor, be my coach. So that's why I chose Yuri on Ice. And then the other one is by Zariah Ranmaru, which is liquor and cigarettes. This is the only sauce that has a liquor base. So I was like, liquor and cigarettes it is, but okay. Oh, also, these sauces have been in the refrigerator. So, but they've had like a smooth consistency. This is the first sauce that has like a jelly consistency, the jalapeno. It has like more of a gel consistency. I don't know how I feel about that. That is jalapeno for sure. There is lime. Ooh, there is lime. There is jalapeno. And there is tequila. I don't know about tequila. The lime kind of overpowers everything. And then you have the tequila on it. Oh, I'm going to have to eat just like a french fry just to be a palate cleanser. But I'm not mad at that. That's okay. That's all right. 8 more to go. But yeah, much like liquor and cigarettes and Yuri on Ice, there's plenty to enjoy about that. I'm not mad at all. The next one is going to be Asian Zing. Asian Zing, which my friend from college, this was his favorite. How he got this high up on the scale on a regular basis, I don't know. But this is sweet meets heat, which seems like something I would like. A chili pepper, soy, and ginger sauce. Now, because there are 3 kind of key elements with this sauce, which is the soy, ginger, and chili pepper, I chose 3 series that each have like multiple parts and layers to them. So I chose the Old Man Yaoi series, Despicable Even a Dog Won't Eat It, the series A Foreign Love Affair, and then the collective series, which are back on my shelf there, which are Sayonara Game, Change World, Love Nest, and Engage. Now, Sayonara Game and Change World kind of go together, and then there's Love Nest, and then there's Engage. So I thought that kind of fit the 3 elements of this sauce. And then Foreign Love Affair has like 3 key elements in it, and then the Old Man Yaoi Despicable has like kind of a polyamorous vibe going on. So I thought they were all fitting for the Asian Zing. So let's see what we get with the old Asian Zing. This one's similar to the honey garlic and the jalapeno, but it is significantly hotter. I think that the sweetness sort of masks the fact that it's hotter. You know, for being so high up on the list, that one's not bad. I was expecting it to be hotter being higher up on the list. Now, the heat does start to come in after a while. So I don't know how to feel about that, but yeah, sure. All right. Now we're going to get into some ones I have never heard of that I'm concerned about. One is called Thai curry. It does in fact look like curry. So the Thai curry one has an orange label, looks like curry. It is described as sweet chilies blended with spices, coconut, and actual curry. So the series that I chose for this one were ones that I thought were kind of unusual in terms of their BL and different from the beaten path. So if you're looking for something that's not, if you're just like, I want some weird stuff, Now, I included Thousand Autumns on here. Thousand Autumns, I'm only 2 volumes into Thousand Autumns, but the relationship and dynamic between the two main leads is kind of off the beaten path that I'm like, yeah, I feel like it would fit this category. My glasses are starting to fog up. And then Sex Pistols and Snake Who Loved a Sparrow. They involve some, for lack of a better word, animal changing in them. And we're not talking about Omegaverse. We're talking about beyond that, beyond Omegaverse. And you're like, Romania, what? Yeah, we're talking about, we're going beyond the Omegaverse into some serious territory. So they felt like they belonged here. So let's check out this Thai curry. Of all the sauces I've had so far, the most unique one that does not taste like a barbecue sauce. It does not taste like a jelly, like the jalapeno. It literally, the curry and the spice. Ooh, buddy, I'm almost out of this oat milk already. The curry is overwhelming. Like if you've had yellow curry before, which I have had, that is literally, it's very curry. Like it is a straight up yellow curry sauce. And the spice is there. Do I taste coconut? No, absolutely not. No, I don't taste any coconut whatsoever. It is just, there is chili mixed in it, and it is spicy, but it is mainly just a curry sauce. So if that's your dig, then there you go. All right, now we are getting close to, these are the ones that start having the dark orange label, which means you need to watch your throat. Original Buffalo, this is a buttery blend of hot sauce and spices. So I figured since this was the original, I chose some old school BL and Yaoi that if you're looking for something from the 80s and the 70s, this would be your jam. So a lot of these have been Janyu Yaoi entries. So Kazeto Kinouda and The Heart of Thomas. Classic BL. They felt like they fit pretty standard. And then also, this was sent to me by a patron calling Only the Ring Finger Nose. It's a really good BL, but it's also very classic. Like, I think it's might be from like the early 90s, if I'm remembering correctly. It's solid, but classic BL, classic formula. Let's figure out what this tastes like in comparison to the other Buffalo. It's spicier. We're not going back for seconds on that one. Where's a gentler one? We're gonna get the sweet barbecue back out. Maybe we can counterbalance it. Okay, well, in comparison to the Buffalo Ranch, oh buddy, in comparison, that one is hotter. It is hotter. I like Buffalo Ranch dip. I like Buffalo chicken dip, but that Buffalo is spicy. That's got some spice to it. I am like sweating. Okay. Now we're down to the top 5. These are the top 5 hottest sauces on the menu. I can't believe it's taken so long to get to them. And these are the top 5, like not the top 5, there's more than 5. These are the hottest BL that we're getting into, that if you're looking for a spicy good time from what Romania has read, these are the ones I can recommend to you. Starting with the Mango Habanero. Now, Mango Habanero, as we talk about it here, oh, buddy. Mango Habanero is described by their website as 2 sensations, 1 sauce. Feel the burn, savor the sweet, and the top of my mouth is starting to feel. I'm not even to the top 5. Oh, buddy. So I chose 3 for this category because these 3 series, they are sweet, but they are going to make you feel the burn. So Haru wo Daiteta, which is embracing love. No touching at all, and even so, I will love you tenderly. And then Modao Zushi. Now look, the Untamed would be down here with like teriyaki, basically. But no. No, Modao Zushi, if you know the chapters I'm talking about, you're going to feel the burn. But you're also going to savor the sweet. Yeah, of course, Lamonji and Wei Wuxian savoring the sweet, but you're going to feel the burn on some of those chapters, if you know what I mean. I hope you all know. So, okay. This one looks kind of like a gel. You can feel that. You can feel that. Okay. I'm concerned. All right, maybe the mango will make it less hot. Or maybe it won't matter. Oh my God. Oh, you felt the burn on that one. Oh, okay. Oh shit, we're not even to the top 4. Oh, that one's got some heat. That one's tricksy. That one's tricksy because at first, That one's tricksy because at first you're like, oh, it's really sweet. It's got that mango. And it quickly dissolves into just spice, into just heat. Oh, buddy. I'm going to need more milk. I'm out of oat milk. I'm going to need more milk before and I only got like a little tiny cup here, like half of this for, oh, buddy, for the last 4. Ah. Ooh, okay. Oh, man. That mango habanero made me feel the burn for sure. And we still got the last 4 to go. So hold on just a second. I'm going to go get some more milk. I have a feeling I'm going to need it. So we're going to do that real quick. That like settled on the bottom of my mouth. That settled on the bottom of my mouth. And I'm like, okay, all right. Well, there's that. Oh man, I feel like with these last 4, I'm going to become a dragon. I'm going to breathe fire in this space. So the next one, which is called Golden Fire, which I am terrified of. Golden Fire has a golden look. Indeed. It is described as a sweet and tangy Carolina Gold, which Carolina Gold is a brand of hot sauce, I believe, meets fiery chilies to create the perfect blend of sting and zing. So with this one, I chose 3 series that with the whole sting and zing. I chose 3 BL that I'm like, okay, these series have a lot of spice, a lot of substance, but they get into some kind of like uncomfortable territory that you may not be ready for. That has like little chilies in it. Like you can see them floating on there. Oh, buddy. Okay, so the series I picked for this one were Naked Sword and the Tree Peony of Black, which is an old man Yakuza that I've talked about on my channel before. It's got some crazy elements in it. That mango habanero is still there, for the record. And then Jealousy, which is also kind of an old man yaoi-ish BL that has lots of like kind of controversial things included with it too. And then I included Scum Villain Self-Saving System because that series made me throw a book across the room and cry because of some of the uncomfortable material in it. So definitely I felt like Golden Fire seemed appropriate. Let's see how this goes. I feel like that's tastier than the mango habanero. Why am I getting another dip? Maybe it's the Carolina Gold sauce, but maybe it's going to hit me in like, maybe it's one of those like it's going to hit you in like 2 seconds, but I don't mind that. That one I don't mind. How is this the 4th hottest one? I almost think mango habanero is hotter than the Golden Fire, but it's not listed as such. Maybe it's not hit me yet. Maybe I'm still just like got accustomed to the mango habanero, but that one's not bad. I like that one. I've had Carolina Gold sauce before, which is kind of like, it's not Heinz 57, but it's a similar like kind of orange sauce. That's actually really good. Okay. You can feel the heat coming in. Probably shouldn't take 3 bites of it. You can feel the heat coming in later. Like the corners of my mouth are starting to get a little burn. But it happens later. Oh, boy. It's still good. Of all the hot ones, that one's my favorite so far. I would take that one again. Oh! Okay. We're down to the top 3. These are the top 3 spiciest of the BL. So let's get into this. This next one is just called hot. It's just hot. Just hot sauce. And it's described as a classic wing sauce, memorable and exhilarating with exhilarating heat. My dogs are exhilarating right now. So yeah, these series here, I chose them because they are nice. These series have exhilarating heat and they are memorable. So I've not reacted to this series on the channel on or off, but I've read it in my own time. It is a Korean manhwa. I love it. It's very, very, very spicy. Mignon. I wouldn't describe mignon as blazing or wild like the last 2 sauces are because it's so short, but it definitely is hot. Winter Cicada, Fuyu no Simi, When Love's Fall, and When Love is Full. Volume 2 of that series is just smut. Just straight up smut. And then Twittering Bird Never Flies. Twittering Bird Never Flies It's got story and substance, but it is spicy. So yeah, be nice, Huck. My Huckberry be a little grumpy. All right, let's see what the hot sauce is like. It lives up to its name. Ooh! I don't know if I would describe it as memorable flavor. It's just hot. Exhilarating heat, yes. Memorable, no. I feel like the mango habanero and the Carolina Gold have distinct flavors to them. Like the mango habanero, you know what it is the moment you try it. And the Carolina Gold, if you've ever had the Golden Fire, if you've had Carolina Gold sauce before, you immediately recognize it. And even the curry I would describe as memorable. This is just, I mean, classic wing sauce, yes. Memorable. It's just hot. Oh, God. Okay. So now we're down to the last two. This one is called Wild. This one's called Wild, and it is described on Buffalo Wild Wings' site as blistering heat, packed with flavorful blend of chilies and spices, chili peppers and spices. There was really one category that I thought fit this one pretty well, and that is a movie that's been on my channel, which is Deadpool and Wolverine. You may be thinking to yourself, Romania, Deadpool and Wolverine is not a BL. You're wrong, but I'm glad you think that it's not. I'm like, those two men... I mean, even if Wolverine is bisexual, I don't care. It's a yaoi to me, and it's wild, and probably one of the zaniest things I've watched in the last year or two. Oh, that has got some pepper flakes and things in it that we are going to avoid, because that seems like it could be trouble. All right, I'm going to try to get around that. All right, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, yep, no, there it is. Just when you think it's not there, there it is. We're going to pack that up immediately. Nope. Here's the thing. The wild and the hot sauce are just hot. They don't have a lot. To me, the flavor is completely overridden by the spice. Why are y'all torturing yourselves? Why are y'all torturing yourselves? But why? But why? Oh my God. Whew. Okay, so we're on the last one. This one concerns me the most. This one is the blazing sauce, which has like blazing. It has the most red label. This is the sauce that the man at the counter was like, do you want the blazing? And I was like, yes. And he goes, that's the hottest one we have. And I was like, So I'm going to have to eat like an ice cream sandwich after this to get this out. Oh, okay. So this is the one that that was the hottest sauce. It is described as it says it's made out of the 9 hottest peppers that they have. I am concerned. There were 2 series that I put on here. They are not series that I have necessarily watched on the channel, but they are series that I've either had over on Patreon that I've talked about, or they are series that I have tried to read and take notes of in my own time. I have not been very successful. So, first of all, Heated Rivalry. You shouldn't be surprised that it's up here. Heated Rivalry is like the one. It is blazing knockout. I mean, there's substance, there's a story, but those 2 guys, Shane Hudson, and then I'm just going at it nonstop. So, I mean, I need to be at the top of the list. The other is a series that I have been recommended before, but because of my triggers, I did not want to read it on screen. So I told the moderators I was going to start reading it. And I made it through like a third of the first volume. And I was like, I know where this is going. And that was The Husky and His White Shazoon. Now, keep in mind, I started reading that like a year ago and I stopped like a third of the way through the first volume. And I have not had time to pick it back up. So, who knows? Maybe one day I could do live streams reading it and talking through it. I don't know. But I don't know if people would want to hear that or not. So, we're just going to put it here. But I will tell you this. My sinuses are clear. I am terrified of this. I just want like the tiniest bit. That seems like enough. That seems like enough. Say a prayer for me, y'all. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That, I just had that tiny bit of it, and nope. No! No, God! Oh, shit! Vag! That's really hot. I just had a tiny bit of that. Like the tiniest portion. Jesus. Oh. And I'm sure some people are like, it's not that hot. Well, do you like suffering? Do you like pain? Oh my God. Well, that's all my milk. I have drinking literally 3 glasses of milk, two glasses of oat milk and a glass of regular milk on this. My bones are going to thank me, but oh my gosh. So, okay, going back through this list with you all, of the 9, I mean, Heated Rivalry wins the Blazing Knockout for sure. Of the Wild, if I was going to rank the sauces, let's go from not my least favorite BL, but least favorite category. Blazing Knockout, no, absolutely not. That is way too hot. I'm going to be feeling that. If I had a whole wing of that, I think my stomach would kill me. Wild, not a fan. Classic hot sauce, I was really disappointed with the hot one because I really was expecting it to have flavor. It's just some of these sauces are just hot to be hot. And I'm like, no. Now, the Golden Fire, I liked the Golden Fire, but I like Carolina Gold. The Golden Fire was legitimately good. Like, I thought that had some taste to it. My tongue is like right now. But that Golden Fire was pretty good. I liked that one a lot. Mango Habanero was just instant heat. But I get it. Oh, God, that's still going on. And the original Buffalo, it was pretty spicy. The sweet curry, I probably would not get the Thai curry, but if you want something distinct and different, that's the one I would pick. And then Asian Zing was all right. The Jam and Jalapeno was okay. Caribbean Jerk, I was actually kind of disappointed with the Caribbean Jerk. I was expecting more flavor. I did not get it. The Nashville Hot, though. Okay, the Nashville Hot, I liked that one quite a bit. I'm not going to go back to it now because my mouth is on fire. But the Nashville Hot, enjoyed that one quite a bit. And I'm glad it was representing Daokisei and Heaven Official's Blessing. Spicy Garlic was definitely spicy. More spicy than garlic. Medium was okay. Buffalo Ranch was okay. The mild was okay. The honey garlic I really enjoyed. I mean, sweet barbecue, Parmesan, like the milder sauces I think have more BL representation in them because they're more accessible. If I go back to Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm going to be sticking with my sweet barbecue, teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, honey barbecue. Although I may get the Nashville Hot if I'm feeling edgy sometimes because that one was pretty good. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Whoa! I need more milk or something to tame this down because this heat, that last one was like, they weren't messing around. That last one was pretty intense. Oh, I know this has been about an hour-long video at this point. I don't know how long it'll be after I edit it, but I hope you enjoyed me making my stomach and self suffer to add a little bit of extra Pride Month fun to this year. And so I'm definitely going to be keeping some BL and GL on my channel each month if I can help it. So stay tuned on that. If you want to go check out my channel and all the different titles that I have on there, you're welcome to do so. I would love to hear your comments. I'd love to see you on the channel watching along with me, and hopefully you find a series that you really want to. But otherwise, happy Pride Month, everybody. And I hope you all have enjoyed June, and let's just keep the festivities and the celebrations going throughout the year, shall we? Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe. Take care. I'm going to go get some more milk, and I'll be back very soon with more reactions. Bye!